Hello and welcome to LJE News Update. Let's take a closer look at the stories making waves across the country. My name is Omotola Adeleke. Peter Obi leads protest, demands mandatory electronic transmission of results. Remi Tinubu hails U.S. strike, seeks further support. U.S. host snubs Remi Tinubu amid religious violence cover-up. Tinubu steps in as Wiki and Fubara meet. NAFDAC denies social media claims of secret ban on amoxicillin. Now the details. Peter Obi, Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 election on Monday, led protesters to the National Assembly demanding the reinstatement of mandatory electronic transmission of election results in the ongoing Electoral Act amendment. The demonstrators, including right activist Aisha Yusufu, gathered at the complex's entrance carrying placards condemning electoral fraud and warning Senate President Godswill Akpabio against undermining democracy. The protest follows widespread outrage over the Senate's removal of clauses mandating real-time electronic transmission of results to INEC's IRF portal. While lawmakers cited fears of network failures and potential legal disputes, critics argue the move weakens electoral transparency. Addressing journalists, Mr. Obi urged lawmakers to reconsider, warning that Nigeria must not repeat the mistakes of flawed elections. Mrs. Yusufu went further, calling for Akpabio's impeachment if the Senate refuses to act, insisting the legislature must prioritize citizens' will. This is what Peter Obi has to say.
That's what we have suffered before. We don't want any glitch again. Yes, we need to be finished. We want things to come back to glitch. Yes. No more glitch. No more glitch. We have suffered the danger. That's what we have suffered before. We don't want any glitch again. Yes, we need to be finished. We want things to come back to glitch. Yes. No more glitch. No more glitch.
Other protesters also had this to say.
Our vote must count.
Our vote must count. Must count. Our vote must count. Must count.
The demand here is simple. We want to save democracy.
Yes.
By extension, we need to save our lives.
Yes.
The challenge with Nigeria is a lack of accountability.
We are not here to make trouble. We are not here to fight with anybody. We just want our votes to count. We are sick and tired of the norm.
I'm here because I see that our democracy is under siege, and we need to rise to see how we fight back to bring restoration to our country and the democracy of this country.
I'm here just because of I love Nigeria and I want Nigeria to be good. You can see what is going on in our country. We don't even need any foreign intervention because of bad governance. They are coming out to say they want to help us. I don't know why the
Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has described the United States Christmas Day airstrike on Islamist militants in northwest Nigeria as a blessing, signaling Abuja's openness to deeper U.S. involvement in tackling insecurity. Speaking to Fox News Digital during a week-long visit to Washington, Tinubu said Nigeria looks forward to sustained collaboration with the U.S. on security matters. She cited rising threats from insurgents and bandits operating in forest and kidnapping for ransom, stressing government efforts to protect citizens, including a nationwide security emergency, plans to recruit 50,000 police officers, and the redeployment of over 11,000 officers to conflict zones. Tinubu said recent U.S. attention to attacks on Christians has opened dialogue between both countries, which she believes will yield positive outcomes. This is what the First Lady has to say.
And we are expecting that there will be more
it's going to yield a better fruit for us, and both for us and also government in that area.
Yeah, so would Nigeria welcome that deeper
We
U.S.
did. It was quite a blessing. Whatever is happening, at times, who would have, you said President Trump recognized me. Who would have thought that would happen, to even say the least? So when you look at that, I'm getting global recognition in all of it, despite, and that is what life is all about. If something is going to be good, it will come from, the rebels, and it starts like that. And then we have that attention, we have the conversation going, and we expect, there will be more, it's going to yield a better fruit for us, and both for us and
American TV host Tony Perkins has said he declined a request by Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu to use his platform to address religious freedom issues, accusing the Nigerian government of attempting to cover up alleged killings of Christians. In a viral video aired on Washington Watch while hosting U.S. lawmaker Chris Smith, Perkins said Tinubu approached him to appear on the program, but he refused. "I'm not going to meet with them," Perkins said, adding that he would not give them a platform to cover up what they are doing in Nigeria. While the Nigerian government maintains there is no religious genocide, some U.S. lawmakers continue to insist that Christians are being targeted. Also, King Charles III and Queen Camilla have invited Nigerian President Bola Tinubu for a state visit to the United Kingdom, an invitation the president has accepted. The visit will mark the first state visit by a Nigerian leader to the UK in 37 years. The last such visit took place in 1989 when Nigeria's then military ruler, General Ibrahim Babangida, was received by Queen Elizabeth II. Fresh signs of reconciliation have emerged in Rivers State following President Bola Tinubu's intervention in the protracted political crisis. According to sources, the president convened a late-night meeting in Abuja with FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, and key stakeholders from the state. Although details were not officially disclosed, the talks are believed to have focused on easing tensions that have destabilized governance in Rivers for months. Reports indicate that Governor Fubara accompanied Wike to his Guzape residence after the meeting, fueling speculation of reapproachment. Unconfirmed accounts suggest Fubara pledged restraint to avoid further conflict. The crisis, rooted in a power struggle, had split the state assembly and triggered impeachment threat and legal battles. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has dismissed claims circulating online that it has secretly banned the antibiotic amoxicillin in Nigeria. In a statement posted on its X platform on Monday, the agency described the report as false and misleading. NAFDAC clarified that it has not placed any blanket ban on amoxicillin, noting that it only issues targeted safety alert and recalls for specific substandard or affected batches of medicines. The agency explained that such actions are always publicly announced through official channels and include details such as product names, batch numbers, and manufacturers. It added that blacklisting applies to airing companies, not entire drug categories. And that wraps up our LJE News update for now. Stay tuned for more update. Make sure to follow, like, share, and subscribe at LJE News on all social media platforms. My name is Omotola Adeleke. Bye for now.